As we welcome you back to Pagola Ice Arena in University Park, Pennsylvania. It is 4-2. Wisconsin is on top. Penn State's got the last 2 goals, though, in this game. I'm Rocco Pellegrino, joined alongside Andrew Deal. After our fired-up intermission report, we're back here for the third period. It's 4-2. Shots are 30-15 in favor of Wisconsin. Andrew, I'll ask you the question I asked Hayden last night. You want to call your shot here going into the third period?
Yeah, let me look down the line. Matt DeMarco has looked well so far in this game. I think he gets the next one for Penn State. If they get the next one, they need to come out humming to start this third period. Get one early and then be able to have some time to be able to get that fourth goal. This team has the firepower to do it. It's whether they actually can succeed with it.
All right, book that down. 14 and white. We'll see. Reese Law back in the first line is out there for Penn State. First line for Wisconsin is Gavin Morrissey in the center is out there for the Badgers. He wins this draw. He has been spectacular this entire weekend long on the dot. Wisconsin as a whole has dominated there. Morrissey tonight, 16 for 22 on the faceoff run. Puck is in the Wisconsin defensive zone. Gavin McKenna shakes one man off the puck. McKenna on the left circle, centering feed, a chance for Reese Law back, but the puck leaks out to the far side half boards. Aiden Fink keeps it in. Reese Law back behind the net of Hauser. Law back surveys, tries a one-timer for Cade Christensen. It might have been tipped. Christensen not able to get his stick on it. It rolls all the way back out behind the net of Josh Fleming to our right, and it's settled down by Nolan Collins. Charlie Serrato from right to left. 19-15 third period, 4-2 Badgers lead. DeMarco centers one for Webush on the right circle, has his shot blocked. Jackson Smith for the Nittany Lions is there. Smith puts on the brakes, right side half boards, back to the right point, flings one on net. Hauser snares it, catches it in his pad, and now some extracurricular fighting after the play. 19:03, we'll get a face-off in the Wisconsin zone. 4-2 Badgers on top.
These extracurriculars were kind of expected after Matt DeMarco just kind of got a free whack at Hauser. Just saw J.J. Webush do the "you can't see me," so we'll see how that turns out throughout the rest of the game.
A tribute to John Cena has never gone poorly. So we are 57 ticks into the third period. Game 2 of 2 between Wisconsin and Penn State. Wisconsin got game 1 last night, 7-3, with a 4-goal third period. How do they open this frame tonight, leading by 2? Draw to the left of Hauser. It's won by Wisconsin. Penn State takes it away, though. Behind the net, it's fought for. Charlie Serrato for the Nittany Lions. In on it alongside of Finn Brink for Wisconsin. It's retreated into the Penn State zone smartly by DeMarco. Smith dangles around one behind the net of his own goaltender and Fleming. Penn State from right to left, 18:40, they start the rush. They trail by 2 goals in the third period. Trying to tip it in was Webush, not able to gain the zone. Wisconsin takes over at neutral ice. Tolk, who scored one of the 4 goals, fires it in deep. Ringing it around the boards is Horbach. Back to Tolk, who was met nicely by Casey Ahman on the half boards on the far side. Misa, backhand pass to his defenseman, and Gadowski to his right. Gadowski comes up and starts the rush. 3-on-2 developing. Here comes Van Olm. Van Olm dangles, left side circle, fires one wide of the cage to the left side of Hauser. Here comes the Badgers the other way. 2-on-1 developing. Tolk to the right. Centering feed. Tolk fires. He scores! Oliver Tolk has his second of the night on the feed from Ryan Botterill. It's 5-2 Wisconsin.
Penn State attack just pushed a little too far. Matt Gadowski pinched a little too much, and that allowed for a 2-on-1 the opposite way, and a great feed, and Tolk just ripped it right past Fleming's glove.
Tolk gets his second of the game and his 7th of the year, and Wisconsin gets the first goal of the third period. Much like last night, it's 5-2 Badgers. UCLA 42, Penn State 28. Shocking. UCLA will kick it away to the Penn State offense. Pagani boots it away from his own 35, and it's into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State offense trailing by 2 possessions, 6:41 to go. They do have all 3 timeouts. Probably not hyperbole to say that the season is on the line on this drive. Possibly not hyperbole to say that there are some jobs on the line right here, Hayden.
And maybe the season isn't on the line, but it now becomes you have to win out. And that means you have to beat Ohio State in the shoe. You have to beat Indiana at home following that game at the shoe. You also have to beat Iowa at Iowa.
A lot to do.
But first, it starts here. Can they come back down 14? Drew Aller and company will operate from their own 25. 1st and 10, ball far hash. Chest high snap, Aller with time, now flush, keeps it on a pump fake, now rolls out to the left, to the numbers 25, stumbles, still on his feet, all the way across first down yardage. He's at the 37, 6.5 minutes to go, Penn State going quick. Aller gives the ball back to the official, who spots it at the far hash at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. Aller from the gun, 2 receivers, Wart. Takes a snap, has plenty of time, throws middle, passes caught by his running back on the check down. Allen runs diagonally in between the hash marks, brought down at the 44-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards, 2nd and 2. No huddle again. 6 minutes and change to go. 42-28, Bruins lead Penn State ball. Trips to the left. Belt high snap to Aller, whistle, and a play is blown dead. That is a false start that will back up Penn State 5 yards, 2nd and 7 after the penalty. So we await the call from the line judge.
Another shot right to the foot.
Self-inflicted mistakes. You go back to the Zane Durant offsides on that last drive that kept it going on 4th and 1. And a Penn State false start is the call nonetheless. 2nd and 7 from the 39. Belt high snap to Aller, throws quick hitch, pass caught Luke Reynolds, puts his shoulder down, trucks his way into UCLA territory along the left hash, trying to make up for the earlier fumble. He's down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, they rule it. Ball far hash, 1st and 10 for Penn State. 5:35 to go, that pass was good for 17. Snap to Aller, shotgun, 4-man rush. He's keeping it again. Trying the left side, out to the numbers, puts his arm down, gets to the sideline. It is short of first down yardage, but he gets out of bounds, stops the clock, 2nd and 1.5.
Once again, Aller using his legs to his advantage, something we didn't see on the year until last week against Oregon.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 from the 36. Back to throw, Aller goes quick again. It's caught by his tight end. It was Luke Reynolds who hauled it in right at the sticks. He gets the first down. Key Lawrence delivering the big blow. The clock continues to run. 5:07 to play 4th quarter. 2 receivers split wide to the right. Ball far hash, pistol for Aller and company. Turns to his right, gives it to Katron Allen, who pushes ahead off the left guard. He is in between the hash marks and the outside numbers. He gets a medium pickup of 5. 2nd and 4, they will call it. From the 27, Penn State still no huddle.
Single high safety, you got to think you're going to take a shot.
4:43, they get the snap off. Aller wants to take a shot. He throws left, but Devontae Ross is blanketed by the corner on the outside, who is now talking trash to him. I believe it was Roger Pleasant on the outside who made his mark earlier in this game. 4:40 to go, 4th quarter, 14-point lead for the Bruins. 3rd and 4, it's 4-down territory. 2 plays to pick up 5 yards for Penn State.
I don't know, Rocco, maybe just exchanging brownie recipes, chocolate chip cookie recipes.
4:40 to go. They need 5 yards. Ball's at the 27. Target line's the 23 in UCLA territory. Motion man Dinkins. Shotgun for Aller. Dinkins back off the left tackle's hip. Back to throw. 4-man rush. Quick screen. Trevor Payne has got it along the left hash. Inside the 15. He's got the first down. Huge pickup for Penn State. Under 4.5 to go, 4th quarter. Trevor Pena with a huge play. Keeps the chains moving. Trips right for Aller from the shotgun. Back to throw, 4-man rush. He looks left, throws back corner of the end zone, incomplete for his target, Kyron Hudson, trying a one-on-one shot. The clock does stop. 2nd and 10 from the 15 in UCLA territory. 4:17 to go.
Hudson trying to ask for a hold there. Maybe a little clutching and grabbing, but nothing too malicious. Great defense once again. And it was Roderick Pleasant on the coverage. Again, he's had that single-man coverage most of this game.
Aller's numbers today, he's 14 of 19, 160 yards and a touchdown. They need him here. 2 receivers wide to the right. Penn State trails by 14 on the road with the season possibly on the line. Hudson motions out to the boundary. Snap to Aller, 4-man push. He wants Hudson near side corner of the end zone. Hudson leaping grab. Did he bring it down? Yes, he did. Kyron Hudson trying to keep the season alive into the clouds and brings it down for the touchdown.
Moss-esque. Climb the ladder. I mean, that's a big boy play from the transfer from USC. What a way to make a statement. Now Penn State needs a stand, or they go into the trickery on special teams and go for an onside kick of their own, but with 3 timeouts, not necessary.
Extra point due up first. They elect to kick the extra point. This is a analytical decision sometimes to go for 2. James Franklin and company elect not to. 4:11 to play, fourth quarter. 42-34 pending the PAT from Ryan Barker. That 15-yard pass to Kyron Hudson for a touchdown, his second of the season. Zansky is the snapper. Holder is Thompson. Barker the kicker. Boots it through the uprights. One-score game again.
And Rice, who's back here with his second year for Penn State after only playing one game last season due to injury. The redshirt sophomore with a huge bucket and a chance for a three-point play. 13:32 to go, second half from the Bryce Jordan Center as Eli Rice tries it and buys it. His free throw attempt is good. 5-point lead for the Spartans with 13.5 to go, second half. Wojcik checks in at the guard position. He triggers it in down low to Kohler, swinging it around the perimeter. Wojcik tries to drive, but he moved his feet before putting it on the deck. That's a travel. The 11th turnover for Michigan State. Penn State basketball, they trail by 5 with 13:20 to go, second half.
Yeah, Wojcik, that's that back foot that sometimes gets caught when you try to drive baseline. And Penn State, you know, all things considered, they are among the nation's leaders in forced turnovers. And you mentioned Rocco, 11 by the Spartans today.
Penn State from left to right in their home whites. 13 minutes to go. Ivan Juric, far wing three is down. Ivan Juric, his second three of the afternoon. He's got 6 on the season, and he's cut it down to 2. Bryce Jordan Center, the loudest they've been all afternoon. Right low block, double coming. Kohler spins baseline, finds Scott near corner 3. No good. Kohler puts it right back up, missed everything. Mingo from left to right in transition. Downhill, into the lane, kick it out. Dillion for the lead. It's good. 52-51. This place is bumping. 12.5 to go, second half. 52-51, Penn State on an 11-0 run. Left low block, short corner. Kohler skips it, far corner 3. Wojcik on the way, no good. Rebound, Jordan Scott, offensive glass, fouled by Caden Mingo.
Yeah, touchy foul there from Mingo, and it's an 11-0 run for Penn State in the last minute and a half after that scoring drought, Rocco. And look, they say basketball is a game of runs. Boy, do we have one for you that says that to be true so far this afternoon, and we just swing back and forth on the pendulum.
We've seen 3 runs for either side where it's been a 10-plus point differential. It's been back and forth here from the Bryce Jordan Center. Could not ask for a better ball game between the number 9 team in the country at 8-1 and the Penn State Nittany Lions at 8-2, trying to rebound off of a 41-point loss. Melly Tunja will check in for Caden Mingo for Penn State and Mike Rhodes, as Michigan State will trigger it in from underneath their own goal. Fears Jr. near corner, Ugochukwu. Right low block, bounce pass entry to McCullough, who goes up hard, is fouled, got it back on the second chance, and that is where he was fouled. He will head to the line for 2. Eli Rice commits the foul.
Yeah, and McCullough listed as a forward, but he's 6'11", one of the tallest players on this Spartans team, and on that instance, Penn State just had no one up there to contest when he was at the rim, could only hack him down.
So McCullough, who checks in and initially had his shot missed, he was able to rebound it and then was fouled. He ties us at 52 apiece. 12-12 to go, second half. Jesse McCullough, the redshirt freshman from Cleveland, Ohio, makes both free throws and gives the Spartans a 53-52 lead. That's the 4th lead change of the contest. For Penn State, 5 on the floor. Juric, Dillion, Tunja, Reed, and Rice. From left to right, they move. Tunja straight away, high screen coming from Reed. He denies it. Far wing Rice, back to Tunja straight away. Reed near wing. Shot clock under double digits. Reed knifes his way through traffic, picks it up in the left low block, mid-range jumper, no good. In transition goes Fears Jr. He will slow it down and reset, the nation leader in assists. And there is an off-ball foul that Michigan State is much more happy to see, as that was not being called throughout the course of the early stages of the second half. Foul is called against Reed, and we will head to the under 12 media timeout. 11:42 to go from the Bryce Jordan Center. Michigan State 53, Penn State 52. We'll be right back. You're listening to Penn State Basketball on Com Radio.